Everyone, it's the 22nd of May 2024. I'm Gary Waterman, a former police officer, a Christian and a victim of this international government fraud. This is quite an impromptu video, to be honest with you. Somebody has asked me to look at a company specifically for them, and these people have been doing lots to try and help me and this whole situation, and lots of meetings and stuff they're arranging. So I've actually put some time aside to help them and look into it, and I think it's become quite significant and relevant to everybody, so I'm going to share that information. So I'm going to show you the screenshots now through Companies House and some comments that I've put underneath to this person. And first of all, I'd like to say that there was no direct result from the exact spelling of the company or the way it was spaced, which suggests that it has not been registered correctly deliberately, but there is this company. So this is a slight variation and shows a slight variation of the wording, shows this company. Now I'm going to move through the screenshots and explain them as we go. This is the incorporation document for that company, and immediately on its incorporation document is Companies Made Simple. This is the same company that leads to Westco nominees. So if you go in through to Companies Made Simple and you eventually get to Westco nominees, the company name has been removed from the incorporation document deliberately. So that's fraud in itself. But that company links to the World Trade Center disaster, which I've already explained in my other documents. So that was the first thing that jumped out, but it gets more concerning. So you have the World Trade Center link now. Then this person, through the same company, you can see at the top there, it's the same company, links through to a Liberty company. Now remember the World Trade Center disaster. Sorry about the noise in the background. The World Trade Center disaster. Research linked to evidence suggesting that it was rebuilt with a Liberty funds grant by the US government. Okay, so then now we've got a Liberty company link. Let's move forward. Now this company, if you come forward, it links to Eversheds on the incorporation document. Now Eversheds links to police associated companies through my other documents you'll see, and it links to the fraud. But let's go forward. This person within the Liberty company, okay, you can see at the top there, Liberty House, leads through to a company which I haven't got here. It's the Association of Property, or something to do with property. You go into it and it's got this person. And remember, there's over 5 million companies registered with Companies House. And here we've got a link now to a management company. And this real estate company is based in Southampton. Okay, and this is key because someone within my company links throughout Southampton, Hampshire, Dorset and Salisbury area. Now within this company, this person leads to a royal company. So we now have the royal connections, and it's a yacht club. Again, remember there's loads of different companies, and they all are linked through to each other like I'm explaining. But this one is important. It's a Royal Yacht Club company that is now in liquidation. Remember, we've got the connections to the Crown, through to offshore islands, through to apparent child sinister activities in relation to children. So we've now got a link to Naomi's House through the same person. Okay, so Naomi's House, as you know, it's a charity. We'll look into Naomi House. And you can see at the bottom there, they had a previous company name of Wessex Childcare Limited. Remember, one of the shareholders, now a director within my company, who has links to MI6, started up Wessex Companies. We'll move forward. So here's Wessex Children's Hospice Trust. This person within that company links to BAE Systems Applied Intelligence. Remember, BAE links to the directed energy weapon Dragonfire that was being built with Thales company, THALES. So we now have a connection. Very quickly, don't forget, there's over 5 million companies, keep remembering that. And of course, there'll be fraud all the way through this. So if you go into a lot of these companies and around them, you'll see the likes of Jordan's Limited, false entity companies, and the London Law Agency, etc. But this, watch this, so we've now got directed energy weapons company, again linked through to the Crown, linked through to my company, linked through to children's companies, and they now link through, now it's at Nightingale hospitals and beds. Now the Nightingale company, as you're aware, they set up, I think it was 7 massive temporary hospitals around the country in preparation for the supposed outbreak of the virus. But we've now got a very close connection to the directed energy weapons and the Nightingale hospitals. Now, I hadn't found this connection before until this person asked me to look into this company, and that is an immediate connection. So I suspect, and here is next to it, the same person at the top you can see is linked to a Mason company. So I suspect the Freemasons again, and we now have to consider that the Nightingale hospitals were actually put in place for something to do with the directed energy weapons and what has been appearing to be incorporated into the 5G system. And again, this supports my concerns that the virus and the vaccine was a false flag in relation to the real issue, which is the directed energy systems. Now, those Nightingale hospitals were never used, and you can go look at the research for that. So I suspect something went wrong, and the directed energy systems in place didn't harm enough people as they expected. And now, since that time, obviously they've implemented loads more. There's loads more masks going up. There's loads more 5G implementation or into society. And again, like I've just said, we've got the Mason company connected. So I thought it was quite important to share that with you now, and then I'll carry on with checking my emails. God bless you all.